So on behalf of the John Alden chapter, I warmly welcome all of you to our Good Citizens Recognition Program. We are here to honor these seniors from local high schools. The members of the John Alden chapter extend our sincere congratulations to you for being chosen by your high school as this year's Good Citizen. Your talents, activities, and achievements at school and in the community earned you this award. May you wear your DAR Good Citizen's pin with honor and pride. We will discuss later what makes a good citizen, but the John Alden chapter is delighted to have all of you here today. I would also like to thank the Good Citizens Committee led by Nancy Proskow for all the planning and prepping for today's program. At this time, I would like to ask everyone to stand if able. Place your right hand over your heart and recite the Pledge of Allegiance and the American's Creed. In the American's Creed, you'll find that on your program. Please remain standing through the invocation. So first, it's going to be the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The American's Creed. I believe in the United States of America as a government of the people, by the people, for the people, whose just powers are derived from the consent of the governed, a democracy in a republic, a sovereign nation of many sovereign states, a perfect union, one and inseparable, established upon those principles of freedom, equality, justice, and humanity for which American patriots sacrifice their lives and fortunes. I therefore believe it is my duty to my country to love it, to support its Constitution, to obey its laws, to respect its flag, and to defend it against all enemies.
I invite you to pray in your faith as I pray in mine. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day you have given us. As we gather to honor our Good Citizen winners today, we ask your blessing on each one of them. Give them your wisdom and guidance so that they can continue to be the examples you want them to be in their homes, schools, and communities. Amen. You may be seated. I'm Nancy Proskow, and I'm chairperson of the Good Citizens Committee for John Alden. And I, too, want to congratulate all you students here today for this achievement. And I also want to say a special thank you to all the parents and the school sponsors that are here with them today. It's your guidance, love, support that have helped these young people reach this goal. I thank you to St. John's Episcopal for using their facility, and to Karen Thurlow from MCTV for taping for us today. But I want to give you a little bit of history about the DAR and this award. The National Society Daughters of the American Revolution is a nonprofit, non-political women's organization founded in 1890. All members trace their ancestry back to a patriot of the American Revolution, either a soldier who fought in the war or a civilian who aided the cause of rebellion. So what do? Well, for the past 135 years, we have been dedicated to a threefold mission of historic preservation, education, and patriotism. By restoring historic properties, establishing schools and scholarships, supporting our military, our veterans, and their families, DAR can make a real difference in the lives of our communities. And this mission is as relevant today as it was then. DAR has been bestowing the Good Citizen pin for 89 years and has awarded over $500,000 in scholarships over that time. And it still remains true to the 4 essential qualities that were outlined in 1936. Dependability, which includes truthfulness, loyalty, and punctuality. Service, which includes cooperation, courtesy, and consideration of others. Patriotism, which includes unselfish interest in family, school, community, and nation. And leadership, which includes personality, self-control, and the ability to assume responsibility. It starts at the school level, where a student is recognized for those 4 qualities. And then once selected, they have the option to join the statewide essay contest. This year's topic was Our American Heritage and Our Responsibility for Preserving It. And the focus question for the essay was, Our nation will celebrate the 250th birthday of the United States of America on July 4th, 2026. Describe how the characteristics of a good citizen help to renew and strengthen the democracy achieved by the patriots of the American Revolution. Now, the students didn't know the question ahead of time. They had 2 hours to write the essay of no more than 550 words, and they were only allowed to use a computer if it was internet disabled and only for spell check or dictionary and to type up their essays. And finally, the students' applications went to 3 non-DAR member judges who would look at the essay, their school accomplishments, community involvement, and choose the 2025-2026 John Alden chapter winner. And that winner will be announced after all the students have been introduced and received their pins and certificates. Our winner will receive a cash gift from the chapter, and then their essay will advance on to the state competition, and the state winner goes on to the district and national competition, where more scholarship money is available. These students have been selected by their schools because they demonstrate these qualities to an outstanding degree. So please join me in welcoming the John Alden Chapter Good Citizens for 2025. Our speaker today was unable to be here due to a family conflict out of town. So we are lucky and blessed to have Officer Christopher Corbett as our speaker today. Chris is a product of Midland. He grew up here and attended Midland Public Schools and played football and baseball. He was fortunate to have several coaches, who instilled many of the values he carries today: teamwork, dedication, responding to adversity. After high school, Chris graduated from Saginaw Valley State University. I'm sorry, it's very dry in here. He earned a degree in history, and he began a career at the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services. Chris was fortunate to become part of a team in Midland County headed by the Honorable Judge Doreen Allen, which focused on reducing absenteeism and truancy in elementary schools in Midland County. The program was known as Pathways to Potential, and it was instrumental in providing resources to families to help them get their kids to school every day and on time. The success of this program spread throughout Midland County and the whole state of Michigan. And for his work implementing this program and training others, he was recognized as the Mentor of the Year in 2017 by the state of Michigan. Well, while starting his career at DHS, Chris was also encouraged by a friend to help coach baseball at Midland High. And that role expanded to coaching football at Central Middle School, and when that closed, coaching football at Midland High School. And over the course of the years, coaching all these high school athletes, he had the privilege of instilling life lessons and values in them. In 2019, Chris left social work to begin a career in law enforcement. At the Midland Police Department, Chris serves as patrol officer, field training officer, and SWAT team operator. and for his efforts serving the community and dedication to teamwork. Chris was recognized as Officer of the Year in 2025 by the Midland Exchange Club. But given his many roles, he considers his most important to be a father, a husband, a son, a brother, and a Christian. Please welcome Officer Chris Corbin.
All right, thank you so much. I'd like to thank the Daughters of the American Revolution chapter for taking the time to honor the youth in our community. Outside of our schools, there aren't many organizations that do that, so hats off to them for taking the time to recognize the best of our best, okay? And that brings me to you guys. I'm gonna talk to you guys almost the entire time, okay? Sorry for you in the audience. You guys truly represent the best of us as a society and a community by your selfless actions and all the reasons why you are here today. So for me, sometimes I don't always get to interact through my job with the best of our society. So to be here, talk to you guys is truly exciting for me, okay? And it's an honor. Also notice that it is all females, which I am a product of being raised by some strong female models in my life, from my mom to my wife to Chief Ford, obviously, and my supervisor at DHS, Heather Karg. Seeing that is just tremendous. So I thought a lot about what I would say today. So I thought I would focus on those 4 core values that DAR emphasizes through their work, okay? First one being dependability and what that looks like for you guys. So, being there for a friend, it might, the definition of it might not always look the same in how you use it throughout your lives, but being dependable, being there for friends, whether they're going through something or not, being a trusted teammate, being a trusted coworker, those are all things that you guys can use going forward, okay? The big one for me is obviously that service portion, okay? Service has kind of driven my occupation and what I've done throughout my life, and it can look like so many different things. Obviously, there's the coaching piece. I love coaching. I love coaching kids. I love coaching young athletes, with the game of football and the game of baseball, just from what it's given me. But that's an opportunity that you guys are going to have going forward. I took the thing that I liked most growing up, football and baseball, and I loved it so much I said, how can I keep doing this? How can I stay involved? So I'm going to ask you guys to do the same thing. Whatever your passion is, whatever you love doing, keep doing that. Bring on the next generation, the next group of people. Go encourage someone that does the same thing, that is either just starting out or is at a different level than you. Help bring them along because, again, that's going to pay off dividends. The most rewarding thing for me as a coach, it's not the wins, it's not the trophies, it's when I see a former player from 12 years ago and they're like, hey, Coach Corbett, how you doing? And they give me like their life story from the last 12 years. That is the best thing. And then an even greater reward than that is to find out that they're coaching football or they're doing something related to what you've taught them or just kind of using those values. So I want all of you to do that. Find what you're passionate about, find what you enjoy doing, and continue to do that by bringing on that next generation of people to do that. Another thing is leadership. Okay, you guys are obviously doing that. But be the example of how you want to be taught in the classroom as a student. Be the example of what kind of coworker or boss that you would want to have. Just kind of the old saying, like, you can walk the walk, but talk the talk, that sort of thing. So be that example. Keep doing those things, okay? And then patriotism, okay? You don't have to go out and protest and have a flag behind your car just to be a patriot. You can make your community better by just doing little things, right? By treating people with kindness, by holding a door open for somebody. It looks in so many different ways, but if you just continue to do things that build up your community, like that is one of the greatest things you can do. So protesting and patriotism, obviously very righteous. Our forefathers would be happy that you're using that right. But it can be so much, you don't have to think big picture, big efforts. You can make a difference through so many little gestures every day. And so those little things are going to build up over time, and they're going to make a huge difference, whether you decide to stay in Midland or go spread your wings, go somewhere else. But if you kind of stick to these 4 cores and utilize them by using all these examples, you're going to make those communities great, and you're going to make our country great. Okay, so thank you for doing everything that you do, okay? As a society, sometimes in the noise, we focus on all the terrible things the youth are doing, and oh my gosh, like they just run around and say 6, 7 all the time, okay? But not often do we take the time, and we should recognize more of the great work that our youth do, because you guys are steering the ship as a country, as our future, and yes, you got it. So as a coach, I'm lucky enough to see it, but not usually our entire communities get to see that, and you guys embody that, and you are truly the best of what we have to offer as a community. Keep doing what you're doing, okay? You're gonna drive our country in the right direction, okay? Thanks for being awesome, all right? And thank you for giving me the chance to talk to you guys today. Thank you.
Thank you, Officer Corbett. And now, on to our awards ceremony. As I call each of your names, I'd like you to come forward along with your parents and school sponsor over here to Betsy to receive your Good Citizen pin and certificate and have your photo taken. And while you're doing that, I'm going to share a little bit about each of you and your amazing accomplishments. After that, I invite you to come to the microphone and tell us a little bit about your future plans after graduation. And parents and sponsors are welcome to say a few words also if you like. So we'll start off alphabetically with Beaverton School. Hope Rose Van Teen, and I'm sorry her name was put in the program incorrectly. Hope Rose Van Teen is a good citizen from Beaverton High School. She's the daughter of Heather Van Teen and Scott McKenna. She's active in student government, National Honor Society, where she's the president of her chapter. She's a dedicated 4-H member and uses her leadership skills as a member of the Claire Gladwin Future Farmers of America. She has competed in district and statewide contests and active in livestock showings, and is the president of the Beaverton Herd Bosses Club. Perhaps we will see her with a career in veterinary science in her future.
Hi, my name's Hope. I'm honestly not super sure about what I want to do after graduation. I know I want to go to Michigan State University. I'm looking to study in the field of science, but I'm not really sure what path I'm going to go down yet. But I'm excited to find out. Hi, my name is Misty Johnson. I'm the academic counselor at Beaverton. I kind of already had an inkling of who our DAR Good Citizen would be, but luckily the staff at Beaverton also chose the same person that I was expecting. Hope outside of school, I think, is where her service shines. She's always mentoring the youth in 4-H or other things, and then outside of Beaverton, she is also active in her CTE programming, touching a whole lot of other students as well, and I'm just really excited to see what she does with whatever she decides to do.
Maria Lee Hunter is the Good Citizen from Bullock Creek High School. She's the daughter of Stacy Hunter and Lee Hunter. She is the captain of the varsity soccer team and has been awarded the Bullock Creek Leader Award for making a positive difference in her school. She enjoys showing pigs and is involved in the Brick Show Pigs and Feeders. She's active in her church, volunteering on the worship team and children's ministries. She loves mentoring others, whether it be as a counselor and youth director at 4-H camps or mentoring children in foster care. And she enjoys working as a barista at Journey's Coffee House.
after high school, I plan to go to Delta to get my associate's degree for PTA, physical therapy assistance, and that's what I think I'm going to do.
Good afternoon. I am Andrea Dubois. I am an educator at Bullet Creek High School, and I'm so honored that Maria chose me to be here today. She stands out not only for her intelligence and dedication, but her strength of her character and values that she lives by every day. Maria, I've known her since I think her sophomore year when I had her as a student, and she continually comes by my class every day. And she is one of the most beautiful people that I know inside and outside. I think I tell her that like all the time. She always leaves me notes. If I could have taken a picture and put it up here, she leaves me sticky notes every single day, and I put them on my bulletin board. And at the end of the year, I take this picture, and I keep that picture always. And so she is just a wonderful bright light in my day. So she's going to go far. She's going to go far, people. You remember that name. Thank you.
Gracie Lee Hutton is the Good Citizen winner from Calvary Baptist Academy. Her parents are Laura Hutton and Evan Hutton. Sports and singing are two loves in her life. And she's a dedicated year-round athlete participating in volleyball, basketball, and soccer. She's won the Sportsmanship Athletic Award twice in volleyball and basketball, and once in soccer. She's a member of the National Honor Society and sings in the varsity choir. And you might see her at Grand Traverse Pie Company, where she works part-time. I'm sorry she wasn't able to be with us today. We'll move on to Coleman. Jocelyn Casey Ballier is the Good Citizens from Coleman High School. She's the daughter of Amy Zillman and Jason Ballier. Her many school activities include 4 years of being on student council, drama club, school choir, and band, including a band trip to New York City where the band played at Carnegie Hall. She's involved in the Coleman Future Farmers of America and 4-H, where she enjoys raising and showing cattle. And she's an active volunteer and board member at the Coleman Veterans Memorial, which was created by her family after the loss of a beloved uncle in Iraq.
Hi, I'm Jocelyn Ballier. After high school, I plan to go to Delta College at first to get my associates, and then move on from there to somewhere in order to get a degree in history and perhaps a minor in theater. And I would love to work at a museum someday and preserve history and perhaps be an archivist.
Good afternoon. My name is Eric Fisher. I'm an agri-science instructor at Coleman. I've had the pleasure of having Josie as a student for probably 3 years, I think going back to 9th grade. So just a few things about her. Josie is really an individual with a servant's heart. That's the thing that I remember most about her. In fact, today, before we even came here today, we're unloading produce and setting up some food distribution in our community. So she was involved with that. She's really the type of individual that really shines in those environments. She mentioned that she wants to be an archivist, interested in history. We talked a little about preservation earlier. One of the things that she does in our community, there's a cemetery in our community that she spends a lot of time restoring a lot of the headstones that have been sort of neglected and forgotten about over the years. And the type of person that she is, she has a sensitivity towards that and feels that those people need to be honored as well. So that's the thing that really stands out, her willingness to do those sorts of things. So I'm honored to be here to represent her today.
Freeland High School has chosen Brielle Ray Coffey as their Good Citizen. She's the daughter of Krista Bedford. And academics and athletics are two important things in Brielle's life. Brielle is a member of the National Honor Society. She's on student council and has been team captain on both the varsity softball team and the travel softball teams, as well as playing on the varsity basketball team. She enjoys helping her community by volunteering with youth baseball and softball and helping younger players develop their skills. She likes to help with the Walleye Festival in Freeland every year, and we know how busy that gets. And I'm sorry, her father, Matt Bedford, is also here today.
Hi, my name is Brielle Coffey. I'm planning on attending to Delta for the 3+1 program. I wanted to become a NICU nurse, and I'm currently working on my real estate license to do that while I'm in college, and we'll see where that goes from there.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jessica Harold. I'm one of the school counselors at Freeland High School. It is my absolute pleasure and honor to stand before you today to recognize a truly outstanding young woman, Brielle Coffey. Brielle is an exceptional student. Teachers say that she is always the first to raise her hand, always ready to contribute thoughtfully to class discussions, and always eager to lend a hand to peers. She doesn't just do the work, she brings others along with her, encouraging collaboration, modeling integrity, and showing that leadership isn't about standing in front, but lifting others up. One of her teachers said that from the moment she met her in 7th grade, she has been a constant source of positivity, strength, and quiet leadership. Whether in the classroom, on the field, or simply walking through the halls, she carries herself with grace, kindness, and an unwavering sense of responsibility, not just for her own success, but for the well-being of others around her. Outside the classroom, Brielle volunteers her time at school events and serves as a role model for both her peers and the younger students. She is supportive, empathetic, and sincere, someone who cheers others on. Her strength and character and resiliency is what truly sets her apart. She embodies everything this award represents and more. Brielle is a true example of what it means to be a good citizen. Congratulations, Brielle.
Audrey Rose Schmidt was chosen as a good citizen from Gladwin High School. Her parents are Melissa Schmidt and Ryan Schmidt. She's president of the National Honor Society chapter at her school. She participates in varsity track, field, and volleyball, and with school activities such as the blood drives they have. She's also taking dual enrollment classes through Mid-Michigan Community College. And she's been involved with competitive dance for 10 years. She's presently working a co-op job with FED Design and Builders, a construction company in Gladwin. And outside of class, you might see her working part-time in an apple orchard.
Hi, my name is Audrey Schmidt, and this fall I am planning on attending SVSU and participating in their nursing program, and later on after I graduate I am going to return to either become a nurse practitioner or a certified registered nursing anesthetist. Angelina
Chen is a good citizen from Dow High. She's the daughter of Xiaoguan Wang and Sean Chen. Her dedication and passion drive her involvement in school activities such as the Dear Asian Youth Chapter, Student Diversity Board, Debate Team, and many others. She is a member of the National Honor Society Chapter, a National Merit semifinalist, and founding member of the Midland Public Schools Sustainability Group. Other interests are piano and orchestra, where she is the second chair cellist at both symphonic and honors ensembles. She has also earned the Michigan Seal of Biliteracy in Mandarin.
Hi, my name is Angelina, and I hope I can go to college, though I'm not sure which one yet, and major in political science and public policy, and I hope to eventually maybe go to law school, but everything's still kind of up in the air right now.
Hi everyone, my name is Megan Vittigary and I'm a school counselor at Dow High School. And it's immense pleasure that I get to be here with Angelina. Like the principal from Coleman, I believe, who said she knew exactly who she wanted to nominate. I knew exactly who I wanted to nominate in my school, and luckily for me as well, the staff agreed that Angelina would be our best representative. She's a distinguished student. She exemplifies the very best of dependability, service, patriotism, and leadership. She stands out not only for her exceptional academic record, but also for her profound commitment to creating positive change within her school and community. As a true force of progress, Angelina's leadership extends across numerous impactful initiatives. As chapter lead for Dear Asian Youth, she has delivered cultural awareness and DEI workshop to over 4,390 students and educators. As president of Dow High Go Green, she has spearheaded sustainability efforts and collaborated with district leadership to draft a district-wide sustainability framework for the district. Furthermore, as co-captain of the debate team and co-chair of Student Diversity Board, she has consistently demonstrated strong mentorship skills and the ability to work collaboratively towards a shared vision. Balancing her advocacy and academic rigor with a passion for music as a talented cellist and pianist, Angelina is a remarkably well-rounded individual who is poised to make a lasting impact regardless of what she decides to do. So congratulations, Angelina.
Peyton Elizabeth Coggins is the Good Citizen from Meridian Early College High School. Her parents are Chantel Coggins and Anthony Coggins. Peyton is duly enrolled at Delta College. She's secretary of the National Honor Society chapter at her school and serves on student council as well. Sports takes up a lot of her time as she participates in volleyball, softball, and the equestrian teams. And outside of school, she's involved in 4-H, travel softball, and loves to train and ride horses. She enjoys using her leadership skills at church, the classroom, and through 4-H, along with working a part-time job on a farm.
Hi, my name is Peyton Coggins. After graduation, I plan to do Meridian's 5th year program at Delta and then move on to become a large animal veterinarian.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Amy Baxley. I'm the Dean of Students at Meridian Early College High School. I'm just honored to introduce and to acknowledge Peyton today. I've been at Meridian long enough that Peyton's mom was also one of my students back in the day. Just a wonderful family. Peyton just brings such character every day through all that she does. Her character just shines through. When I asked her teachers to give me some, what are the first words that you think of when you think of Peyton? Hardworking, driven. Our coach says she is exceptional, a team leader. Mrs. Sampson says she has lots of patience, being the oldest of several siblings. So I'm just incredibly proud of Peyton. She is honest, loyal. She sets a strong moral example to those around her. She's a very caring nature, makes her a very trusted friend. She's compassionate, and she truly embodies all of the qualities of an outstanding good citizen. So congratulations, Peyton.
Midland High School has chosen Jaslyn Denise Steins as their good citizen. She's the daughter of Fabiola Litherland and Keith Litherland. She's been team captain of the varsity pom squad for 2 years and was on the all-star pom-pom team. She's on the National Honor Society and editor-in-chief, as well as a columnist, for Focus, the school newspaper, which won the prestigious Spartan Award in 2024. It's one of the highest awards for school media outlets. While also being involved with tutoring and fundraising, she also works at the Great Lakes Loon Stadium at Litherland Tax and Accounting Services.
Hi, I'm Jaslyn Steins, and after high school, I'll be going to Michigan State University to hopefully major in journalism and also minor in public relations.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Shay Lampy. I'm one of the high school counselors at Midland High School. It is an absolute honor to introduce Jaslyn Steins, known to many as Jazzy. I did also ask some of her teachers to share some words about Jaslyn. Beyond the classroom, yes, she's a strong academic student, but she also has true leadership in other areas. She embodies true chemic pride. Her service to others is equally inspiring, whether volunteering at community events, co-chairing our National Honor Society, our blood drive, lending a hand at our Chemic Corner. Jazzy leads with heart and purpose. Rooted in all she does is a deep love for our country and respect for those we serve. She values and also honors every single student. She is truly humble, compassionate, and committed to making a difference. She represents not only the best of Midland High School, but the best of her generation. We're really, really proud of you, Jazzy. Congratulations.
Carrie Ann Cutshall is the good citizen from Windover High School, and her parents are Michelle Cutshall and Benjamin Cutshall. Besides being involved with Peer Lift at her school and the prom committee, she's a big part of Windover's first robotics team. One of her most impressive accomplishments was her almost single-handed construction of a greenhouse at the school, which highlights not only her technical ability, but also her dedication to creating a sustainable environment for our community. She's very active in her church, volunteering in worship ministry and working with church youth, and always willing to help with anything technical.
Hi, my name is Carrie Cutshall, and after high school I plan to go to Delta College for an associate's, and after that I'm not sure, but I think I'm going to go into psychology.
This will be really short. I'm Dana Draper. I'm Gary's STEM teacher, art teacher, a little bit of everything. We all pitch in around there. She is the most amazing young woman I've ever met. She puts herself out there. She tries things that nobody else would. For robotics, I don't think she'd held a screwdriver, and now she's like, can I rivet this? And as I said, she started building our greenhouse. She has stepped up in so many ways, and she is just such an exceptional leader in our school. Thank you.
Congratulations to all our school winners, and wear your pin with pride. It's amazing what these young people do with their lives. I am just in awe of everything you accomplish. So again, and now we announce our 2025 chapter winner. Our judges have chosen Angelina Chen from Dow High. So Angelina, would you please come forward? We would like you to read your essay for us.
Millions of threads are needed to make up one piece of fabric, the fabric of our nation. These threads include our histories, values, celebrations, presidents, and beyond. But at its core, the fabric of our nation is its everyday citizens. Our nation's heritage lives in the choices of ordinary people who, day by day, keep faith in the ideals of liberty and justice established by the patriots of the American Revolution. Ordinary people who, day by day, embody the traits of dependability, service, leadership, and patriotism, making our country extraordinary. Dependability is the teacher who shows up each morning to nurture young minds, the poll worker who ensures every ballot is cast, the student who speaks up when it's easier to stay silent. Dependability is the backbone of our nation, one that does not thrive on rare, heroic moments, but rather the diligent work of those that inhabit it. A nation that relies not just on the leaders in office, but on citizens who take responsibility when no one is watching. Dependability makes the very fabric of our democracy stronger. Service is not only soldiers defending freedom on the front lines, but also the neighbor who shovels snow for the elderly, the volunteer that shows up weekly to the Humane Society. These small acts, in addition to millions of others across communities, counties, and states, strengthen our democracy. Service embodies the spirits of the patriots of the American Revolution who dedicated their lives for a cause greater than themselves, who chose not only to use their liberty, but to also give it back to all people. Leadership is the student that organizes meetings for peers to talk about current events, a camp counselor hosting a bonfire, or even smaller, an elementary schooler inviting a peer to join their group. Leadership is not a role, title, or office, but the simple act of lifting others up, saving a seat at the table for a new perspective. The threads of America are unique because of the values patriots fought for: life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for all. The melting pot of cultures, perspectives, identities, and the multitudes of uniquenesses inherent to every being is what makes America the country we know. Leadership is vital to uniting the diverse threads that our country is made up of, to bridging perspectives and creating courageous conversations where the best ideas are born. It takes continued leadership and the empowerment of each individual to reach their full potential to strengthen our democracy. Patriotism is a mother lobbying for issues she believes in, a doctor brainstorming ways to make healthcare more equitable. Patriotism is loving this country enough to fight for its growth and improvement. As a child of immigrants, I know our democracy is precious. My parents came to America believing in the possibility of a life not guaranteed elsewhere. That dream, passed on to me, drives me to give back to my community in any way I can. Patriotism is essential to our democracy because it's the act of believing in the unfinished story of America and taking action to write your own chapter. The dependability, service, leadership, and patriotism of citizens are vital to our democracy. It's these values that make the fabric of our nation strong, vibrant, and uniquely ours.
we also have 2 gifts for you, so stay right where you are.
So first off, we have a monetary gift from John Alden chapter. And just to let you know, the recognition isn't just in Midland. This is a tribute from the state of Michigan. And we want to thank Representative Bill G. Schuette for all the work that he did to get that for us. Again, Angelina, congratulations, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'd like to read the tribute so you know what it says. It says, "Let it be known, it is with deep appreciation that we congratulate Angelina Chen on her recognition as the 2025 Daughters of the American Revolution Good Citizen Award from John Alden Chapter, Midland, Michigan. Angelina exemplifies the very essence of dependable citizenship, service, leadership, and patriotism in her home, school, community, thereby making her an outstanding honoree. As a member of the Dow High Go Green Sustainability Club, Dear Asian Youth, Dow High Chapter, Dow High Student Diversity Board, Dow High Debate Team, and Midland Public Schools Superintendent Advisory Team, Angelina has demonstrated exceptional leadership. Her remarkable achievements have extended to the academic realm and beyond as a member of Honor Society and the DECA Business Competition Club, where she was a 3-time state qualifier, 2-time state finalist in Business, Law, and Ethics team, and has excelled as a member of the Symphony and Honors Orchestra. In addition to her leadership, she's volunteered in the community by tutoring pre-algebra and algebra 1 students and has served as an English language development class aide. Outside the walls of Dow High, Angelina has served as a member of the Midland County Youth Leadership Steering Team and has served as a fundraising subcommittee co-chair. Angelina embodies the spirit of good citizenship and the qualities that the Daughters of the American Revolution seek to honor. Her dependability, commitment to service, leadership abilities, and patriotism are an inspiration to all. And it is signed by Bill G. Schuette, our state representative, Roger Hauk, state senator, and Garland Gilchrist, lieutenant governor, and Gretchen Whitmer, our governor.
I'm Karen Miller, the Public Relations and Media Chair. Following our adjournment, we'd like to get a group picture of all the students. So our photographer, Kim, will direct you to where she would like you. We will then use the email addresses provided by the students, parents, and schools to send out the pictures. Give me a little time to do that. Each winner in school will receive individual pictures as well as the group picture. This event has been recorded by MCTV volunteer Karen Thurlow back in the back. Once it is edited, you will also receive a YouTube link to share with family and friends. Most of you checked your contact information on the way in, but if there are any changes, please let Nancy Proskow know, and she'll let me know. At this time, I would like to thank everyone for coming and helping us to celebrate this special day with these outstanding students. Thank you all to the committee members and to everyone who is helping with this recognition ceremony. There are refreshments over there by the window, so please help yourself and enjoy. Thank you.